Hello, this is Jam Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, it's going to be more of a rambling video, and I, planned to do this video yesterday, but things pretty much did something else that kind of just, things happen, and let's begin. Well, this is pretty much about the whole Canon versus Legends debate, and why I think it's a pointless debate, and let's begin. Well, the whole Canon versus Legends debate is just, why it's so pointless. I mean, you can like what you like. I mean, regardless of the canon status of the stories, it shouldn't diminish your enjoyment. I mean, even if you like the EU better than the new canon, if you like the new canon better than the EU, or, like both, or you may like one over the other and then still have a respect for the other timeline. I mean, by the end of the day, we're all still Star Wars fans. And, there was a thing that kind of, where it circulated on Twitter, is where some user, I'll keep it anonymous, I really didn't remember the Twitter user's name anyway, that tweeted the clip of Dave Filoni's interview on the Star Wars show on how the canon shift wasn't that big of a difference to him, as where he said how George Lucas more considered his movies and the Clone Wars TV show to be part of his canon, and what was more definitive, and that's and then it just all started, George didn't consider the EU canon and all that, and then they started to more throw shade at Legends, and then just making all these, accusations, it was all garbage, yada yada yada, and then, just trying to use it to diminish the EU, and then I guess, the Legends fans sort of also, and the Canon fans all went into each other's throats and all that, and it was, pretty much just a pointless debate. And as a guy, who reads both canons, who reads both the EU and the new canon, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. I think, there are bits in the EU and the new canon that are, top tier Star Wars stories, and definitely, take the franchise to a whole new level, and definitely have the got some of the best Star Wars moments in the franchise history, and definitely I think, when you read the stuff outside the movies, you just see how, you see a much different perspective of the franchise when you first watch the movies, which is a pretty cool thing. And, George Lucas did approve of the expanding universe, and did, give some guidelines on certain things, like in the New Jedi Order series, for example, he said to the writers that you have to kill Anakin Solo instead of Jason because it would be too confusing with Anakin Skywalker in the prequels. And then I also read somewhere that he said the Yuuzhan Vong couldn't be Darksiders, and fun fact, him and Dave Filoni were gonna plan to incorporate the Yuuzhan Vong in the Clone Wars series, which was in one of the concept art for one of the later episodes during the show's original run, before the Disney purchase and all that. And then, George Lucas did incorporate things from the expanding universe in the prequels and in the Clone Wars, like, for example, the planet Coruscant originated in the Thrawn trilogy and then gets incorporated into the prequels, and then also Aayla Secura originated in the comics and then gets incorporated into Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. And then the double-bladed lightsaber first appeared in the Tales of the Jedi comics, which, was around before Darth Maul was invented. So, the double-bladed lightsaber was around before Darth Maul. And also in the Clone Wars, Asajj Ventress, is an EU character, which is based off concept art from the Attack of the Clones, which, Asajj Ventress appeared in the 2003 Clone Wars, and in the, you know, Clone Wars multimedia project also, you know, gets incorporated into the 2008 Clone Wars. And then also there was the Republic Commandos, who were in an episode of the Clone Wars, which, you know, with Delta Squad, you know, appeared in the 2008 Clone Wars as well. So, you know, there are examples of, you know, George Lucas incorporating things from the expanded universe into his projects. And even in the special editions, the Outrider makes an appearance as well. So notable examples that George Lucas, you know, did have respect for it, even though, let's say, you know, he approved of it, even though the EU wasn't his creation, but, you know, was allowed to exist. And, you know, the people tried to, you know, to go along with it. And then you had all the people keeping track of the continuity, like Leland Chi and all that, you know, which is, you know, keeping track on things of all the different things, which pretty much is what the story group is kind of doing, the same thing, keeping track on all the different content as well. So, you know, it's that, and then that's that. And then also with the whole, you know, back to the thing, I was just giving all the examples on the tangent, you know, just going a bit on a tangent, giving you examples about things about the EU. And also another thing I forgot to bring up about George Lucas giving some guidelines. I read somewhere that he said Darth Plagueis could be a Mun, and also I read also somewhere that he said for Dark Empire that, you know, because he vetoed the idea of someone to imposter in Darth Vader, but then he told the writers if you can find a way to bring back the Emperor, and that's pretty much what he said about, you know, to the writers of Dark Empire. So that's that. So those are just examples of George Lucas giving some guidelines to the people on the expanded universe. And that, I mean, this video is pretty much off scripted, so I'm just, you know, going things off the top of my head. And, you know, with us as the Dull Canon community, we want to promote, you know, both canon and legends and respect them equally. And also, I mean, like what you like, let's respect others. If they like the EU better, or like the new canon better, or like both. As I said, we're all Star Wars fans by the end of the day, and let's respect others. And that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video. And also, you know, Eckhart's Ladder covered this topic as well on the Canon versus Legends debate. And AT-AT Chat did the same thing, so shout out to you guys. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys next time with another video. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and tell them to subscribe. Bye.